What's up, guys? It's Ninja on a Ninja. Anyways, today I wanted to talk to you about a video. Now, how long is the video? 7 minutes? Was it 7 minutes or something? Yeah, 7 minutes. I watched a good 4 minutes of it, 4 or 5. And the reason why is because I was just making a coffee, and so while I was making a coffee, I was listening to it, but I decided to stop because the first I agree. So it sounds like I agree with this video, and so I wanted to basically I I might listen to it later. I might finish, but the point is I let me show you the video. So, oh shoot. No, that's right. No, never mind. Never mind. Boom. This is by Mindful Matters with 3.8 thousand subscribers. That's 233,000 views in 2 weeks. That's pretty good. They seem to know what they're talking about. Um, and seeing that kind of makes sense as to why not many people are watching my stuff. It's because you don't realize, like, well, maybe. Well, actually, what I'm about to say makes sense according to the video. Because the problem with this channel is it's probably only about stuff like this. And so you won't sub to it because it's all it ever talks about all the time. So you don't really care to subscribe. But my channel, I also talk about other things. And I mix it up with other things. So you will subscribe to my channel because you don't know what you're gonna get with me. It's gonna be debate orientated, or it's gonna be gaming orientated. It may be competitive. I may be calling somebody out. I may be questioning somebody. That's along those lines. So, anyways, I watched this video, like I said, and the thing was, I agreed with a lot of what this video was saying, but the problem that I had was it was too this or that. And that's kind of the problem that's going on now. Whereas they say, um, first off, that's true. They said there's only boys and girls, and that's it. It's true. There is only male and female. That's it. There is no, something before that or after that. That's the scale. Male, female. That's it. Okay. So this whole LGBTQ plus. Well, actually, no, that makes sense. So what I'm saying, or what I'm trying to say, tell you, is that though there is only male and female, that's not saying anything for the combination of. So it can be 99 point male or 99% male and 1% female, all the way to 1% male and 99% female. And then there's any mix between 49, 51, 51, 49, 50, 50, 20, 80, 80, 20, right? That's the point there. And that's the point here with this. And that's kind of how it is in America with red and blue. You may agree with this, you may agree with that. But the thing is, you don't have to pick this or that. You can be in the middle, and that's fine. I'm in the middle about a lot of shit. But the way mainstream media and the mainstream topics and the mainstream news and mainstream, the way it carries itself, it's either you are this or you're that, and that's it. There's no in between. It's always picking the most extreme things, and it's the same thing that I've noticed in video games too. Like you're either all tank or you're all damage. There's no 50-50 unless you're in the pro like 0.001%, then they are 50-50. It's crazy. It's funny because I'm that way, and that's how I've always been, right? But the problem is the rest of the world is either all tank or all damage. They don't understand the mixture. They don't understand that I do both. I can take a hit as well as dish out and hit a hit rather. So in this video, the guy's talking, and he says, um, you either have no friends or you have friends. And the thing about me is, I have no friends, but I have every friend. Everyone is my friend. But then no one's my friend. And the point is, I'm in the middle, right? And I do enjoy parties. I can go to a party and have fun, but I can also chill in the room and just be by myself and have no noise at the same time, right? It can be this or that or both, basically, is my point. So that's kind of what I wanted to say, because listening to this video, everything he says is either this or that. If you're this way, then you're this way, or you're that way. And so the video is basically, that's kind of how he's talking about it. And I'm just trying to tell you that you can be in the middle, and that's fine. Uh, Social media, main TV, mainstream TV, like, the problem is they put all of their focus on the extremes because that's where most of us reside. You're the male or you're female, right? But truth be told, if people were to be people, especially like when you're like 12 to 14 or whatever, when you're really young, most people are somewhere in the middle. Like they ain't 100% male or 100% female. We ain't all going to the gym. We ain't as dumb as rocks and no, emotionless or blah blah blah. Like we can have, yes, it does come up, but so do emotions. So do the like we're a mix, right? Like for example, Little Richard. There's a performer named Little Richard. I see him as the alpha of the music world, basically. He is the one that gave rise to a lot of people, like the Beatles, Jimi Hendrix. Like they are all people that stemmed from Little Richard. Basically, tutti frutti, oh Rudy, bop bop boo, wop bop boom. Like, and the thing was, he dressed like a girl because of the whole world, the makeup and racism. He had to be a certain way and created uh, a, a, um, an outlet, and that was his method, and it worked. It worked because he was alpha, basically. He was able to dress as a woman and would still get laid. He would be a girl and still get laid. Like in a world where you had to be the man and you had to be able to fucking, eat a snake out of the fucking nature. You just find a snake and just, just grab it and just eat the meat off and throw the bone. And then you wipe your ass with the fucking cucumber, cucumber, what the fuck, a pine cone rather. But like you had to be manly, you had to rise above. But in that world, Mister fucking riding on a fucking dildo, like he is so effeminate and so girly, but yet he is getting laid, and yet all the females, that's alpha AF. Like is you're trying so hard to repress him, but he's still finding a way. Life finds a way. That's what makes Alpha an Alpha, is the fact that he's still making it. People still want to be like him. People can still do what he does to get what they want. That's the kind of the point. So there's, um, you can be this or that is the main focus here. It's not all this or that. It's you can be this or that, and then you can be any mix in between. You can be 50-50. You can be what's called a tomboy or a girly boy. You can be both. There's nothing wrong. You can be anything you want, right? That's how it works. You can be Christian, you can be Muslim, you can be whatever the fuck you want. This is America. The problem is the rich need this rigid outpost of reasons and rules and regulations. They need to divide you because then they can conquer you. They need you to be frail and weak and not ever to rise up because they can't stop you. Like Joe Rogan, for example. Like, no one will ever be as popular as Joe Rogan today. No one will ever talk about the stuff that Joe Rogan talks about because they can't stop Joe Rogan anymore. He's too big to be stopped. Whereas everyone else gets stopped in their tracks, like myself. I will never be heard because they control the airways. They choose who makes it. Instead, you'll hear stuff from Louis C.K. and people like Louis C.K. and beta cuck shit because that's how they want you to act. But when it comes to being an alpha and being a man, you won't hear from me. You just like you won't hear from Little Richard. They tried to shut him up, but he acted like a girl and he rose to the top anyway because of that alpha, right? Unfortunately for him, he didn't have a stroke and a brain tumor like I did, right? So despite all of that shit, I'm still rising to the top, right? So, anyways, that's basically all I want to say. It's not one way or another. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna get you. And it's not just this or that. You can be in the middle, right? You can be in the middle. You can hate parties or love parties, or you can both. It's fine, right? Because that's how I work. I need peace and quiet sometimes, but other times I'm the what's called the life of the party. Most of the time, I tend to take it whoever's throwing the party. I have their hatred because I'm the guy that they wish they were. You know what I'm saying? And they want to shut me down so they can rise up. And yeah, so yeah, but that's what it is. Anyways, be well, be happy, be safe, take care, be well, be happy, be safe, be awesome, be great, be amazing. Uh, Society, stuff, God, religion, it's fine, do what you want. Anyone can have everything. That's America, do what you want, right? That's how the world works. That's how life is. Do what you want. I'd be 50-50, be 99, be 99 out of 100, be 1 out of 100, right? It doesn't matter. And who says it's 1 out of 100? That's looking at it through your perspective. But through my perspective, I'm the 99 out of 100, right? It all depends. You're not the man. This is why presidency matters so much. It's because that's the ego we all use, and that's the regular we all use. And that's why it's so important to not allow certain things to be. Because once that becomes normalized, once that becomes a part of the world, then it doesn't matter. Then it's a part of the world, and that's why we gotta get rid of this. What's it called? They're trying to remove freedom and employ what's it called? Tyranny. They're trying to control the world. They're trying to normalize everything that Trump is doing to gain control of the world. They're trying to normalize that and make it okay. But meanwhile, they're trying to make being a free person seem wrong. Anyways, I'm out here. Be well, be well, be safe, take care, be loved. God bless, Godspeed, be strong. And yeah, the message at the end of the day that I wanted to get to is don't let the joy hit you, or the Lord split you in peace.